I'm here with Steve from NuCara, and we're at ECRM's Pharmacy Technology Services, Supplies, and Automation session here in Cape Coral, Florida. So, Steve, thank you for joining us.
Yes, you're welcome. Good to be here.
Thanks. Well, could you tell us a little bit about your organization and the services that you provide?
Sure. So our company, NuCara Pharmacies, is based in central Iowa, or at least are headquartered in central Iowa, and we have pharmacies, community pharmacies, compounding pharmacies, a little bit of long-term care, even home medical within our company, and a veterinary pharmacy.
Oh, okay.
So we're based mainly in Iowa, but we also have a couple pharmacies in Minnesota, a few in North Dakota, one out in the suburbs of Illinois, out in Elmhurst, and in Austin, Texas.
What are your main areas, or what is your role there and your areas of focus?
Sure. So I'm the VP of Professional Affairs, which essentially means I'm kind of the mentor to most of our pharmacists in our company.
Okay.
So I help with staffing, recruiting, but I also, my background has also been in operations, so I still am on the operations team within our company. So it's why shows like ECRM are very important for me to get to as well, because I'm out in the stores a lot, so I'm basically the eyes and ears to help our operations team figure out what's working and what's not working, instead of pretending what we know is working and not working, even though we're not out in the stores on a regular basis.
Okay, and what are some of the needs that your stores have? That's your area of focus while you're here.
Sure.
So.
Well, a lot of times it's just finding those new products or services that are going to help better take care of every patient that we have walk through our door. So a lot of times, we're not a huge company. We're in a lot of rural areas where we're competing with trying to keep them from having to go 20, 30 minutes to a larger company to do business with. And so any way we can keep those people in their hometowns and their communities, that's important to us, because that's the essence of really where our company started anyhow. So we know if we take care of them good enough, there should be no reason for them to have to go anywhere else. We don't have to ever talk bad about our competition, about anyone else out in the market, but just take care of them, and the rest should take care of itself.
That's great. So here at this particular session, what are you looking for in terms of services and supplies?
Right. Well, when you look at technology, I mean, a lot of things, even at these sessions are focused around technology and other services that we know we have to be looking forward to what's ahead.
Okay.
And always looking, even a year or two out, or, like we talked about in the sessions the other day, 10 years out.
Yeah.
Always be forward thinking, because if you aren't, you're going to get left behind. And truthfully, our majority owner, TJ, entrepreneur that always has been thinking well ahead of the game on how we can be involved with things and be a part of something bigger. So that's really what we're always looking for, is just those little advantages that we have to better take care of our patients out there.
Okay, and have any particular products or services here jumped out at you or wowed you?
Well, yeah, lots of them actually. And what's neat is I've been at this show for 4 years straight now.
Great.
And what's funny is you think you're seeing some of the same people each year that are repeat vendors, but those relationships change over the years, and a lot of times it's a matter of just timing of when you go. So there may be a contract, for instance, that you're involved with that you just can't quite make that work 1 year, and then a year or two down the line, it might open up doors to where it's a better fit for your company than it was back then.
Okay, and I see a lot also, sometimes the suppliers, they're always evolving, and a lot of times they'll take the buyer input from the meetings and then apply them to improve their offerings so that the next year they knock it out of the park.
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of times they're asking us what we're looking for or what we're doing. So half the time is really getting to know us better, and not just sending out all their output as to what they do.
Yeah.
So it's not just a matter of sell. It's a matter of what are you guys all about? How can we fit your needs? And then that's very important to us.
Collaborative effort.
Yeah, but even some of them, I think of one of our last sessions yesterday, Source Communications, building modular poles and whatnot for point of sale systems and whatnot. Just how many examples of times where they've looked at a product at a location, a pharmacy, to where things just weren't working and they needed something quickly. Yeah. And within days they already had troubleshooted something and produced a product that worked just perfect to customize.
That's good when they're adaptive like that.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's a lot of the vendors here. A lot of them are, we haven't done this before, but maybe this is something we need to look for, in the future, especially like DIR, fee forecasting, things like that. That's a huge piece for us right now to make sure, that we're trying to.
Several people talking about that, the challenges.
Absolutely.
So what made you come to ECRM? What made you start coming? Why? What are some of the benefits you get from it?
Well, the benefits, at least on the buyer side, of knowing, that sometimes as a company you have to pick and choose, which type of shows and programs you're gonna go to based on just budget and things that are out there. And knowing that they help with the budgeting of just getting you to the location
Yeah.
is huge, you know, with lodging or you know,
Yeah.
air and all that. Because it's a matter of, you know, time is always money,
Yeah.
you know, and so
Yeah,
it's a matter of
yeah.
even that time that you're going to spend here is still costly to your company.
Yeah.
But the way that ECRM has made this so efficient,
Yeah.
you know, to put 48 hours worth and 40 meetings in 48 hours,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much more efficient you can get.
Yeah, how else, I mean, how much time would it
Right.
take you to meet with them individually?
Oh,
So, yeah.
absolutely. And a lot of times you go to other shows where it's more of a booth
Mm-hmm.
session to where it's all open to picking and choosing where you're going. You're not ever usually going to have those intimate of conversations with,
Yeah.
with 40 different vendors. You're lucky if you do 5 vendors
It'll be
like that.
quick, you know,
Absolutely.
interrupted, distracted
Absolutely.
conversations.
And it's
So,
just well-run from the start to the finish. So from the time that you land here
Yeah.
to the time that you fly out, everything is clockwork.
great. And you take advantage of the networking and the
Absolutely, yeah.
educational
And
opportunities
that's
as well.
probably
so.
the neatest part is just getting to know new
Yeah.
people each year. It's all about the people. I mean, that's really what our business always, again, is about, right? Is
Always.
people.
No matter how high-tech things get, it's
Yeah.
always gonna be about the people.
Absolutely, and so even these shows, same thing, you know, these are people in our pharmacy family, you know, that we want to get to know better because we're dealing with the same struggles, same challenges, same, you know, exciting things that are going on,
Yep.
but yet those same things that we're facing that are going to be hurdles for us.
Gotcha. So, what's next? Where do you see, you know, one of the questions we were talking about is the future of pharmacy.
Sure.
Where do you see it going?
Well, you know, I think back to my career of 16 years, I feel like a lot of things have stayed the same, but it's just a matter of making sure you're evolving to meet your patient's needs.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, you run the gamut of, you know, people living longer, so you've got people that are, you know, 20s, 30s, that are millennials that are looking at the technology side, and then when you think that maybe the, you know, Medicare D patient is not going to be utilizing the technology the way,
Yeah.
you find out that some of those
They
people
are, oh yeah,
use it.
some of them
Yeah.
are very advanced.
So you really need to be able to fit all sorts of different population bases and to be able to best take care of those people. Because you know, like going back to what I said earlier, you know, if we can't take care of our patients a certain way and do it a little differently, there's no reason why they shouldn't look at going to other competition
Yeah.
or even like mail order. And I'm thinking we have to prove to them that there's a worth here to be coming to our pharmacies. Otherwise, you know, why should we ever complain when we lose a patient like that?
Exactly. All right, well, that's what it's all about. So,
Yeah.
Stephen, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you at future sessions.
All right, thanks.
All right.